As we said, setup wise, smooth is absolutely fine. What we're trying to focus on now is getting the top half, so your shoulders to rotate, then your hips to follow, and your knees to kind of follow with that. And roughly speaking, it kind of gets half and half as you go down. So we'll get our shoulders to 90, hips to 45, knees to about 22 and a half kind of thing. So if we put a line across your knees, for example, here, I'd look to see about a 22 and a half degree change there, not sort of 90 or whatever as you had before, okay? So if we look at the first batch here, the club was going back there now, okay, that knee's starting to sort of collapse in there quite early. Now the tilt's starting to go on, and your shoulder turn really, for me, is like 110, 150, and your hips have gone about 60 or 70, and that knee's gone beyond the golf ball, which for me is just way too far, and it creates that tilt. Now if we look at that club face position, that club pointing down to the ground, another way to try and help that club go further, people try and cup the wrist and close and open the club face, which is where you'd struggle from hitting the draw, because if the face gets open as you go back in an attempt to get the club in this so-called horizontal position that we're all trying to do, you're going to struggle, okay? So if we can get yourself with the lower half working quieter, that felt to you a short backswing, didn't it? It's still 90 degrees and a bit beyond, okay? Less hip turn, the knee is a bit more stable. That's the only difference. But the club now is not so open and cupped. As we come back to the golf ball now, the key thing for me, at impact, we've got a solid base to swing from. Your left foot now doesn't really come off the ground that much, and we can swing through to a nice balance. The swing can finish further over if you want to. But if we look at this up there, I mean, that's some of your tiptoes there, and that's going to be, I mean, if you look at the two sort of post-impact positions there, I'd far rather that one there a bit more stable than up on your tippy toes, losing balance there and coming off. And then you can still get the club to go around there when you finish this swing, which I think in time will happen as we finish that swing. It's just making sure we get that lower half to work better. And for me, the process is going to be get the backswing better with your lower half. We'll tweak maybe the arm movement a smidgen. Then we can discuss downswing and moving in the right direction. But your lower half can work better now. Your top half's working better on the way back, you see. So first things first, get that lower half working better on the way back. Less tilt. The tilt comes from this knee going in. If we can reduce that movement, other things can follow, and then we'll sort of piece together bit by bit. Does that make sense then? Yeah. Good.